Hello and welcome everybody to the first ever episode of doublev Wrestling. I am your host Charlie McDaniel and it is lovely to have you here. And tonight we have an action-packed card for you to all enjoy. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Cold Kingdom for allowing us to use their song, Let It Burn, the theme song of doublev Wrestling. Check them out in the description below. This is the doublev World Championship Tournament to crown our first ever World Champion. Tonight we'll have 4 matches in the first round of the tournament. Tomorrow night, 2 matches. And finally, at Out of Control in a month's time, we'll have the finals. First up, Amaya versus a mystery opponent. Then Tiffany Williams goes head to head with the Pitbull Murphy Young. Vibora against Alice Piper. And then Violet Fox against Cheryl White. Those will be tonight's matches, all fought right here in Victory Genesis. And this is what they will fight for in a month's time. The World Championship. So I welcome you all here to Victory Vengeance Wrestling. I hope you enjoy your stay. But right now, let's get right into things. As we have the first match of that first round for the tournament. First up, we have entering Amaya. Amaya is a fierce competitor. Amaya is agile. Amaya is tough. Amaya is ready to fight. She's traveled the world, born in Canada, trained there in the Hart family dungeon, moved on to America, then Japan, Mexico, and now she's back in America, joining the WOCW. Though Amaya is world traveled, one thing has eluded her for her entire career thus far, and that is a championship title. Perhaps this tournament can be her chance. But not if this woman has anything to say about it. For some of you, this music might be very familiar. Familiar and chilling. That's right. Sister Thorn has arrived in doublev Wrestling. And I'm sure you're all very familiar with Sister Thorn. SNT superstar, nearly fought for the world title at Total Domination, but just missed out on that opportunity. She's appeared in NGR Wrestling as well, but now she is here to try to claim the doublev World Championship in this tournament. Sister Thorn stands at 5'8", while Amaya at only 5'1". There is definitely a height mismatch in this matchup, and that leaves the reach advantage in Sister Thorn's favor as well. Uses those legs to take Amaya down to the mat straight away. And then a spinning back fist. Thorn starting off strong in this matchup, following up with those headbutts now. Just laying in the offense to Amaya, not giving her a chance to recuperate. Moves on, stomping the arm now. And stomping the arm again. And Sister Thorn hasn't found amazing success in SNT so far, though she has shown that she is a fierce competitor and a scary woman. terrifying individual that is Sister Thorn as she barrels across the ring, goes for the knee but does not manage to connect. And Enziguri takes her down. Beautiful agility on display there from Amaya. Sister Thorn gets the arm drag. Goes for a knee, dodged by Amaya, and taken down again by another Hurricane Rana from Thorn. Amaya goes for the jawbreaker and tries to follow up with a fence press, pressing down onto Thorn and laying in with those right hands. And then follows up with the stomps. He's trying to lay into Thorn now, try to get back on the offensive, try to get back into this matchup. But Thorn says no, and she returns with a right hand of her own. And goes for a suplex. Stalling suplex. No, Amaya drops out of it. But too fast. As Thorn wrestles with her again, but Amaya sweeps the legs. A very fast-paced matchup so far. Amaya takes out those knees of Thorn and then follows up with the kicks to the chest. And a final one to the head. Very competitive atmosphere in the arena right now. As this might be one of the most important matches of the night. As this match will set the tone for the rest of this tournament, for the rest of the competitors in this tournament to follow. As I'm sure they're all in the back right now watching very carefully. Studying these two opponents and deciding what they need to bring to this tournament. On Amaya, Pele kick right into the face of Thorn and follows up with an axe handle. Doesn't manage to connect. Jawbreaker breaks out of that one and follows up with the spinning heel kick. Does not manage to connect with that one either as Thorn gets the belly to belly and slams Amaya into the canvas. Amaya jumps up, gets the dragon screw leg whip. Oh, and Amaya, oh, nice reversal there. Gets the small package roll up. A 1 count. A 2 count. Oh, nearly a 3 there, but not quite. As Amaya follows up with a clothesline, sending Thorn reeling out of the ring now. Warming up and heading towards the top turnbuckle, scaling the ropes now. And the double knees to the outside. Diving to the outside of the ring here. Risking life and limb for a chance to win this matchup as she follows up with that beautiful spinning leg lariat. But Thorn sends Amaya back into the ring now. Only reaching a 3 count. And Amaya follows up for that spinning heel kick again, but does not manage to connect. Blocks the punch. Goes for a roundhouse. Not quite. And goes for it. No. Blocked by Amaya. Goes for the roundhouse again. No, the spinning back fist. Too fast. As Amaya tries to go for the kick. Ooh, taken down by Thorn. And Thorn taking a breather now. As Amaya on the canvas. Tries to regain her composure. Gets that elbow off into the midsection. And follows up with another Pele kick. Heading outside the ropes now. Could be looking for her implosion kick. Springboard drop kick. I think she is. Thorn getting back to her feet. Here it is. Implosion kick. Clean connect there. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, 2.5 count there by Thorn. She manages to kick out. Thorn screaming and then sprinting across the ring, laying in that knee. And as I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, this is Victory Genesis, the first ever event. Oh, hold on! She's got it! Choke slam! Choke slam! Watch out for that choke slam as she goes for the cover. Doesn't manage to put Amaya away with that though. Beautiful choke slam on display there from Thorn, taking Amaya higher than the top rope. And as I was saying, this is Victory Genesis. The first ever pay-per-view event for doublev Wrestling. This is day 1 of Victory Genesis. Victory Genesis does go over 2 days. It will be airing right now, the episode you are currently watching. And also, tomorrow night, we will be airing yet another episode of Victory Genesis, closing out this 2-day event. After that, we will be airing every Wednesday with our path to Out of Control. And Out of Control is our next pay-per-view event, and that happens early July. Be sure to look out for that one, as we'll build towards that one throughout the night and throughout the path to Out of Control. Thorn, with that nice falcon arrow there, rebound falcon arrow, using the ropes to her advantage, as she lifts Amaya up again. And Amaya throws Thorn outside the ropes and brings her hurtling back in. The power on show from Amaya there. And trapping the arm and torquing back on that neck. Ooh, the power on that neck there. Just, ooh. Thorn manages to break out of that with those knees. Vicious knee strikes from Thorn. It's her main attack method, it seems. These knees that just take her opponents out and send them reeling. Oh, and Thorn's got another one. Amaya up in the chokeslam. No! Amaya gets the arm drag, manages to reverse that big chokeslam there. And then she's picking up Thorn again. But Thorn grabs Amaya's face. Oh, knee to the face. Another knee, like I was just saying. A vicious knee. The referee checking on Amaya. Amaya crawled into the corner, though. She seems to be doing alright. Oh, and another knee to the face of Amaya. She's drilling into her face now. Amaya manages the fireman's carry takedown. And wrestling with Thorn. Doesn't manage to quite grab her. As Thorn wrestles with Amaya. Takes her towards the ropes now. Staring her down. And then Thorn clotheslines her out of the ring. Rebounding off the ropes now. And bouncing. Oh, a beautiful suicide dive. By God, that suicide dive just crashing through Amaya there. The size difference on display there, as the huge frame, the 5'8" frame of Thorn came crashing against the 5'1" body of Amaya. But Amaya is back into things. Oh, another clothesline takes her down though, as Thorn just keeping this match well and truly under her control right now. Amaya picking up Thorn again, not quite getting her there. Thorn goes to the dropkick, dodged by Amaya. Amaya looks to follow up with a turning around, goes to the German position, go behind by Thorn. Thorn takes out leg, German. Ooh, Amaya jumps out of it. Amaya looking for some more off, and no, super kick from Thorn takes her down. Ends another sequence in Thorn's favor there. And that has been the story so far in this matchup. Thorn just staying on top of Amaya at every single opportunity. Oh, a turnbuckle dropkick there to Thorn. Amaya gets these small bursts of offense, but it always seems to eventually turn back to Thorn's favor. Thorn rolling outside the ring now. Amaya following her outside. Oh, and a knee to the gut. The two women brawling on the outside now, but Amaya sends Thorn back inside. She knows she cannot win out there. She wants to keep this match clean and in the inside of the ring. Amaya is thrown into the corner now, and then thrown outside the ring again. Amaya wants to keep it inside the ring, but Thorn has other intentions as she goes through the ropes. Tornado DDT plants Amaya into the outside mat there. There is padding, but it is not substantial enough to help you out there. Thorn drops the fists now. Oh, but Amaya throws Thorn crashing into that barricade there. The fans on their feet as the action's getting closer and closer to them. Oh, but Thorn thrown into the ring steps now. Amaya getting a mean streak a little bit. I think she's realizing that she can't keep this match completely clean. She's not going to be able to be a complete sport and show her amazing sportsmanship against a competitor like Sister Thorn. She's going to have to go all out. And Thorn bringing Amaya back inside and then dropping her down on the mat. Thorn looks very pleased with herself after that one as she heads towards the top rope again. Fans voicing their displeasure there. The thumbs down gestures from the crowd as the elbow dropped on the spine of Amaya, just destroying that spine there, the upper spine. Amaya could be injured after that one. Thorn heading into the corner now, telling Amaya to get back to her feet. Amaya managing it, just getting up, dazed. Oh, and another belly to belly takes Amaya down. Beautiful display from Thorn there. She calls Amaya up yet again. She going for here. She could be going for... Ooh, no. I think she might have been going for the side effect there. But Amaya managed to get out of that one before it happens. Ooh, and no, doesn't manage that DDT. Amaya taken down again as Sister Thorn just out-wrestles her. Out-wrestles and out-powers Amaya here. Oh, the kick to the midsection. Drops the elbow. Beautiful elbow drop there. And follows up with another one. Not as beautiful as the first one. And Amaya sends Thorn outside the ropes here. Heading, following her outside. What's she going for here? Oh, gets her in the... Oh my god! DDT on the apron. I have been informed that that is the hardest part of the ring by my friends in the commentating business. And by the look of Thorn, she manages to get out of it. Hardest part of the ring or not, Thorn's head is just too solid to feel too much pain from that attack. Oh, she gets the hand around the throat again. Lifts her up. Another choke slam. Grounds Amaya. It gets her again. Side effect. Grabs her for the side effect, then goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh my god. Amaya kicks out of the side effect at the 2 count. A beautiful performance from these two women here. We are seeing a real barn burner, folks. And there is a reason we decided to book this match for the opening match for Victory Genesis, and the first ever match for doublev Wrestling. I hope you're all enjoying yourself here, as these women just destroy each other for a chance at that World Championship. Amaya stomping into Thorn. Going back, might be thinking about her other implosion kick. An implosion kick against her opponent while they're seated in the corner. But decides against it. Decides she wants Thorn to be a little more dazed before she goes for that maneuver. If Thorn manages to reverse that implosion kick in the corner, then Amaya could just be done. With the amount of speed that she hurdles across the ring and sprints and goes for that drop kick into the corner against those turnbuckles. She might destroy her own ankles. Oh, but Pele kick! Pele kick from Amaya. She goes on top of Thorn, goes for the pin there. Doesn't quite manage to wrap the arm fully around the leg there, and that leaves Thorn with an opportunity to kick out. But Amaya does score another near fall in this matchup. Oh, what a moonsault there off the middle rope. Oh, but Thorn keeps up. Thorn goes for a shoulder tackle, misses the first one. Goes for another one, nails the second one, nails the third one, and goes for a follow-up. No, reversed by Amaya with that arm drag. Hip toss. Familiar sequence on show from Thorn there, but pulling out all the stops to win in this matchup. Thorn Throws Amaya into the corner again. Oh, she's lifting Amaya up. Just with the greatest of ease there. And setting her up on the top turnbuckle. What could she be going for here? Oh, Hurricane Rana from the top row. Just tossing Amaya into the mat below. Targeting that back again of Amaya. She's wanting to destroy her. Oh, but goes for a choke slam again. Nails it. The choke slam onto Amaya again. Just sending her hurtling, crumpling into the ring. But Amaya manages to roll and a back body drop. And Amaya throws Thorn against the ropes. Just barrels through her with that shoulder barge. Amaya is built like a tank. Oh, and the Pele kick! Amaya is built like a small tank with the amount of muscle she possesses. Just able to manhandle her opponents as she goes to the top rope, celebrating a little, getting a small breather right now while Thorn is laid out on the mat. And Thorn bringing Amaya back inside the ropes yet again. And dropping her down. And now Thorn looking to follow up move, just a stomp. Dragging Amaya to the center of the ring. Picking her up. Could be going for another choke slam. No, another side effect. Bam, nails it. Oh, and transitions it into the Anaconda Vice there. This could be the tap. This could be the tap right now. The arm is locked behind the neck. Oh, and no, the knees. The knees. And Amaya manages to break out of that Anaconda Vice submission hold there. Near tap there. Could have been moments away from tapping in a submission hold like that. But Amaya manages to continue on in this matchup. Bouncing off the ropes, goes for the kick to the back of Thorn. Picking Thorn up yet again. Oh no, but Thorn kicks Amaya and then goes for a diving double axe handle. Amaya does not manage to get what she wanted there. And then picking her up again. No, might have been looking for a Michinoku. Didn't manage it. Spinning heel kick connects, finally, I believe. Amaya connects with that spinning heel kick. But Thorn tosses her against the ring. Oh, but the leg scissors roll up. Beautiful leg scissors roll up there. Surprising Thorn. The 1 count, 2 count, kicked out. Scores another near fall, Jack Amaya does. Draining the energy from Thorn here as she has to kick out of all these near falls. Amaya turns Thorn around again. And a big boot. As Thorn with the go behind. Amaya jumps out of it. Heads outside the ring now. Follows up that with an implosion kick. And then Amaya picking Thorn up again. Pele kick to follow it up. She's not done. As she calls for Thorn to get back to her feet again. The amount of fire coming out of Amaya right now. But the roll-up from Thorn. The roll-up from Thorn. Thorn has the wherewithal to roll Amaya up. And she kicks out. Kicks out at a 1 there. Thorn, the amount of strength on show from her to be able to get up from those 2 brutal kicks. The running heel kick there from Amaya. As Amaya drags Thorn towards the middle of the ring now. Bounces off the ropes. No, tries to fake her out. Drop kick, connects. So obviously it worked. Goes outside the ropes again. Could be looking for a 3rd one. Oh, here we go. 3rd implosion kick. Smashes into the face of Thorn. Amaya winded. Doesn't go for the cover. Amaya throws Thorn into the corner now. Could be looking to finish it off with the corner implosion kick. Oh, but Thorn decides against it. Tosses Amaya into the corner. Then lifts her up again, struggling a bit more this time. As Amaya Perks on the top. Thorn goes up, goes for another Hurricane Rana. No, dropped on her back from Amaya. She follows up for a splash. That beautiful maneuver from Amaya there, reversing that Hurricane Rana. She picks her up. This could be Amaya's chance as Thorn is thrown into the corner now. As Amaya looks to follow this up, staring Thorn down. And there it is. Spitfire combination from Amaya. Just pummeling into the face of Thorn, not giving her any reprieve as she collapses into the corner. Backing up, calling for it. She's going for it, she's ready. Implosion kick in the corner. And we have the 1, 2, 3. And it is all over. Amaya puts Thorn away there. Finally, in that long and hard-fought matchup. But what a display, what a show from both of those women. Amaya just managed to persevere throughout the entire match while Thorn shows off her technical prowess, her wrestling prowess, her strength, her speed, her agility. Everything on show from Thorn there had to impress you. But in the end, she was just making a little too many mistakes. As Amaya manages to catch her with too many implosion kicks. Puts her away for the 3 count. As Amaya celebrates her victory there. She is the first woman to move on in this tournament for that world title. What an amazing display we saw there. And that was SNT Wrestling, folks. I'm sure you're all familiar with that. Partnered with us here. We're all part of WCW Wrestling. But tonight on Double V, this is our main event. Later on in the night, for the Double V Huntress Championship, a 6-woman battle royale. We will crown a champion before the night is up. 2 competitors here having a small altercation backstage. Murphy Young in the back, Tiffany Williams up front. And that is the next match on the card tonight as Tiffany Williams makes her entrance. And as Tiffany Williams comes down the runway here, as she would call it, she is a fashionista. She thinks she's better than you. She thinks she's better than most people. She has her own clothing brand. She is a supermodel. And she is a very, very successful lady. She's made her debut in professional wrestling to prove that she can do just about anything that her heart desires on this planet. She has been wrestling now for a few years. A rookie compared to some of the women here, especially the woman she's facing tonight, Murphy Young. Tiffany Williams will do anything, and I mean anything, it takes to win in a matchup. She is not afraid of bending the rules. Here comes her opponent. The 2 have already met in the building tonight. But here they will meet in the ring. Murphy Young, the Pitbull. And Murphy Young is a smash-mouth brawler. She grew up on the streets of Detroit. Ever since she was a kid, she learned that she needed to fight for what she wanted. She needed to fight for food. She needed to fight for her place in life. And now she fights as a professional wrestler. She's been wrestling for a long time now. About 12 years. She started very young, at only the age of 14. Both women warming up, getting ready for this matchup. Tiffany Williams doesn't seem to want to start off here. Circumnavigates Young and then retreats outside the ring and then taunts the fans. But that proved to be a mistake as the Bulldog took her down. Murphy Young not letting Tiffany get away with that. Delivers a kick to the shoulder with an arm drag takedown from Williams. As she runs around, gets back inside the ring now. Young is going to follow her back inside the ring. Goes for a forearm. Young quickly pushes that off. And it picks her up for a face buster. The hook and ladder face buster. The arm drag takes down Young yet again. Oh, and Young just pushes that dropkick out. Goes for a forearm, misses. Goes for another one. Dodged out of it, Young does. And tries for a slap. Doesn't manage it. Williams picking her up for the suplex here. Drops her down. Clean suplex. Williams holding her own against Young so far. But once again makes another mistake. And opens up an opportunity for Young to deliver that bulldog. Jawbreaker reversal. And a right hand from Williams. Got some fierce right hands of her own. Goes for the pin. Only manages a 1 count. Not going to get anything this early in that matchup. And goes for a DDT. No, the knee to the gut from Young. And then Young pulls her into the ring, into the middle, turns her over, neck breaker. And Young is heading to the top rope early in this matchup. Calling Williams back up to her feet. And goes for a diving double axe handle. And Young is crawling on top of Williams here, taunting her almost, picks her up and goes for, the headbutts to Williams, and Williams is still. He's dazed, getting back to her feet, and Young goes for the OCP1. The OCP1 goes for the pin, and the 3 count. The 3 count, but Williams kicked out after the 3 count. So was that not the 3 count, referee? I'm not sure what's happening here, folks, but I believe that was a 3 count. I heard the hand hit the mat almost, and it definitely looked like there was plenty of time for it to be a 3 count, but the referee's discretion. I'm not quite sure what maybe the referee might be a little biased in this matchup. I'm not sure if Williams could have paid this referee off. Celebrating on the ropes here. Not much to celebrate as Young heads back inside. Oh, but the Hurricane Rana. Nice Hurricane Rana from Williams. We continue in this matchup because obviously the referee's discretion, the match will continue if he does not deem it over. Young's just going to have to go for another move to try to end this. Oh, and the roll up from Williams. No, oh, the turnover. Beautiful technical turn by Young there. And although she does prefer a more smash mouth style, Murphy Young is very skilled at technical wrestling, traditional wrestling. She has a very good ground-based, mat-based wrestling game. She was an amateur wrestler in her younger years before she decided to turn to more backstreet brawling and professional wrestling. Oh, but Williams gets her hung up on the ropes here. Could be going for it. Trendsetter! Trendsetter nails Young into the canvas and then goes for the pin. The 1, the 2, and the 1 count. 1 count kick out of that Trendsetter. And if you've followed Williams in the past, you know that that move is deadly. That move will put people away. But not Murphy Young here. on Victory Genesis. A nasty spinebuster. Rolls through. Gets the pin. Ooh, but only a 1 count. I'm still bewildered that that trendsetter didn't get at least a 2 count. Oh, rakes the eyes. Oh, but not enough as Young gets her into the small package. Doesn't manage to lock the legs quite around there. Picking her up again. Is Young going for another one? No. Oh, I think she might have been going for the second OCP1. But it doesn't matter as Williams goes for the Williams special. Williams going for here, dragging her towards the ropes a little. Unusual. Only the 2 count there. Doesn't manage to get the 3. The wear and tear is showing there on both competitors as she throws her towards the ropes. Hangs her up in the ropes, going for a second one. Trendsetter! Second trendsetter of the match. So I'm not sure if that'll be enough. Oh, but dragging her towards the ropes. Oh, but oh my god, that should be enough. Williams has her feet on the ropes. The referee didn't see it. And Williams is the winner. Williams has won this matchup. Stolen. Almost that matchup there. The referee didn't see the feet on the ropes apparently. Though I would call that into question certainly. Especially as we saw earlier in the match. The referee counted 3 but did not call for the bell off of the OCP1 from Young. Match could have been over right there early on, but the referee decided that that was not a 3 count. And here we go, there's Williams' feet on the ropes, plain as day. Referee doesn't see or decided to pretend that he didn't see it. As we move on. Referee's discretion is final, of course, though, so Murphy Young has been eliminated from this tournament. And Tiffany Williams moves on to the second round. She moves outside here to continue taunting Williams. And then picking her up, going to deliver some more offense, but Williams, oh no, Young turns it around, spins her onto her ass. Tosses her onto the ground. Young eyeing up Williams here. Oh, and going for a kick to the shoulder. And tossing apart the sound table there. The referee calling for the bell, trying to regain some order here. But of course, Young is not going to listen to that. And honestly, I don't blame her. But I think I'm going to have to pay for a new sound table, ladies and gentlemen. As Young is getting Williams up on the sound table. And goes for the OCP1 through the sound table. The OCP1 through the sound table. And Williams is out cold. And although Murphy Young did lose that matchup, she is standing tall at the end of it. And she might not have a chance at being the first doublev World Champion anymore. But she has a bright future in this promotion. And that was NGR Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, we are all partnered, SNT Wrestling, NGR Wrestling, and doublev Wrestling. All part of the WOCW network. Talent between all 3 shows can and will cross over, so keep an eye out for that in the future. We've already seen some of it with Sister Thorn, but more is in store. And first up, we have Vibora. This is the 3rd match of the night. in the first round of the W World Championship Tournament as Vibora makes her entrance here. Vibora, skilled striker, submission specialist, hailing from Sao Paulo, Brazil. She trained in Brazil and then moved on to Mexico later on. As you can see, that Day of the Dead-esque face paint that she wears there. Vibora is a predator. She is a hunter. She is a stalker. She is at the top of the food chain. And as you'll see soon, Vibora is a deadly, deadly competitor. She has traveled the world. She has dominated a lot of promotions. She dominates with her agility, the quick strikes, with her deadly kicks and fierce submissions. She has so many submissions that it's almost impossible to scout them. We'll see how our second competitor does against Vibora. This is Alice Piper. Alice Piper making her way down the ramp here. And she values style in the ring. Alice Piper values putting on a show for the folks at home. She thinks if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it with style. But that does not mean she is not a fierce competitor. Alice Piper has vicious kicks, super kicks that will nail you and knock you out cold. She trains those legs to deliver those vicious super kicks day in, day out. And those knees of hers are nothing to joke about either. As the referee calls for the action, and I'm not sure who. Oh, but a bit of jawbreaker from Piper to start this off. Not how I expected the start of this match to go, but Vibora spins the arm round, taking her down to the mat. Maybe taking a bit off her game early on. Oh, but the collar and elbow tie-up. Of course, this wrestling game, Vibora is definitely going to dominate in this, wrenching the arm back, and then the knee to the gut, and sweeps the leg. You don't want to get into a wrestling game with Vibora. Knee to the face there with Vibora, as she will dominate. Goes for the arm bar, locking that arm back. Could be a tap out this early on, no. Piper turns him through, manages to break out of it. Throwing Vibora against the ropes now, and no, this doesn't manage that drop kick. Vibora, oh, gets the jawbreaker though. Piper does. Goes for the German suplex, jumps out of it. Piper on her feet, DDT. Big elbow drop, jumping elbow drop, the kip up, and the style on show from Piper. If you're gonna do it with style. Piper is a good competitor. She takes it all very seriously, but she does like to show off. Goes for a back body drop there, back suplex, and the kip up again. Beautiful athleticism on display from Alice Piper. Kick to the back, dodged by Vibora, goes for a German, no, not quite. The go behind by Piper, kick to the back of the leg. Piper going for a big, going for a back suplex there. Jumped out of by Vibora, going for a stalling suplex. Leaves Vibora on top. Both these women, like I said, very evenly matched here. Either one. Pele kick! Out of nowhere, Pele kick from Vibora. Either one of these women, I can see with that W World Championship around their waist. Goes for a submission here, locking the leg and wrenching back on the neck. The torque there. Vibora lets go, doesn't want to waste too much time there. Transitions into armbar, stretching the arm, spinning it around and smashing it down onto the canvas. Just dishing out the damage in all different limbs here. Goes to the legs, kicked by Piper. Manages to get out of it. Goes for a float over, no. Spins the arm, breaks out of that one. Vibora heading to the top rope. Calling Piper back up to her feet. Could be going for a Meteora. Double knees to the face of Piper here. Spinning Piper over again. Going for another submission. The same submission as earlier. Locking the neck again. Locking those hands. Wrenching back on that neck. Let's go. Doesn't want to leave Piper enough time to reverse that move on her. And then Vibora waits for her prey to rise again. Waits for her next chance to strike. Very patient. Oh, but Piper, the quicker of the women, grabs Vibora. Tries to wrench the arm, but Vibora, the technical background at show again. Arm drag. And goes for another Pele kick. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Goes to the pin. Oh, this no. Nearly. That's what I was talking about earlier. Piper does not want to get involved in those technical games, like wrenching the arm. She does not want to get involved in that with Vibora, because Vibora will find any way to reverse those moves out of nowhere and put you on the back foot. And Piper turning Vibora over here, dropping her on her back. Kicking the back of Vibora. Goes outside the ring, follows her outside. Vibora goes around in the German position again. Is jumping out of it. Not much luck from German suplexes here tonight. Kick to the face. Kick to the face. Knee to the face, rather. And goes for another jump. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. The German suplex from Piper. On the outside. That's gotta hurt. Goes for a drop. The face of Vibora. And Piper, knee drop, is on the upper hand here. She is on the offensive. Goes for a float over, neck breaker. And Vibora tosses Piper back in the ring. Vibora heading up to the top rope. There's nearly a 10 count there. Oh, and another Meteora. I think Vibora could have hurt herself there, but continues anyway. Throwing Piper into the corner, goes for a clothesline follow-up. Big clothesline in the corner. Swanton bomb there. Middle rope Swanton. Vibora grabbing the wrists with the curb stomps to the chest. No escape from that one from Piper. Oh, a big kip up. Hurricane Rana grounds. Head scissors takedown grounds Vibora. Vibora's and Piper's heading up to the top rope here. Excuse me. Goes for a big elbow drop on the chest of Vibora. And here we go. Piper going for a big double knees. Double knees to the midsection of Vibora. Locking her arm. Going for the pin. Only a one. Piper taking a breather here. Been a very fast-paced matchup. Neither woman really getting the upper hand for a long stretch of time. Tries to wrestle Vibora, but Vibora manages to break out of it. Vibora taking Piper to the ropes here. Tossing her outside the ropes. What's she looking for here? Oh, she's going for a big tope con hilo. Tope con hilo over the top rope. Smashing into Vibora, smashing into Piper. Vibora smashing into Piper, putting her life and career on the line. Just like earlier in the night with Amaya versus Thorn. All of these women here putting in their all to win. All of these women tonight are putting in everything they have to move on in this tournament, because this is a chance of a lifetime. To be the very first Double V champion, that is an acclaim. That is an accomplishment that, well, it's one of a kind, isn't it, by nature. But only one of these women will be able to attain that goal. And goes for, oh my god, super kick! Super kick out of nowhere, out of that schoolboy roll-up I thought it was going to be. And the three, no! Kicks out at 2.9. That was nearly a 3 count. I can't believe Piper threw in that super kick out of nowhere. A Hurricane Rana from Vibora grounds Piper. Vibora's going to have to watch out in the future. Those super kicks can come out of nowhere. Vibora wrenching the arm here. Pele kick to the arm, weakening that arm. Perhaps setting up for the lethal poison. Oh, Venom! That was the Venom spinning leg lariat. And goes for the pin. This could be it. No! No. So close there. So close. Vibora calling Piper back up to her feet. Waiting to deliver another move. What's she doing? Going for here. Throwing Piper into the corner. Follows up with a... Tries to follow up with a clothesline, I think it was. But Piper dodges it. Grounds Vibora. Goes for a slingshot. Goes for double knees again. Into the stomach. Bruising up the stomach of Vibora. Dropping her leg on the knee of Vibora. And here we go. Piper going for another super kick. No, dodged by Vibora. Vibora goes for the scoop slam. Heading to the top rope, setting her up for... I'm not quite sure. We'll see. Goes for a leg drop. Rolls out of the way, Piper does. Just in time for that killer leg drop. Kipper, Hurricane Rana. Grounds Piper. And Vibora calling Piper up to her feet again. Goes for another Pele kick. Lots of Pele kicks on show tonight. Vibora bringing Piper back up again. Piper throwing Vibora onto the apron. And drops Vibora on her. Slowing down the pace here, just a little bit. A drop kick. The back of Vibora. Vibora tosses Piper outside onto the apron. Punches her in the midsection. Gets her the rope hung DDT. Picks her up again. Right, here we go. This is the lethal poison armbar. Lethal poison tilt-a-whirl armbar. Oh my god, it looks like Piper could tap at any moment. Oh my god, how is Piper lasting this long in a submission move like that? Manages to just roll out of it. And the amount of willpower that it took to last that long. Putting her career on the line to let your arm be hyperextended for that amount of time. Meteora drop to the face of Piper. I can't believe that that's not... Oh, here we go. Ball game. No, it kicks out at two. Cool. The lethal poison armbar didn't manage to put away. Oh my god. Vibora delivering the punishment now. Just trying to weaken those limbs. Maybe go for another lethal poison later on. Here we go again. Yep, Pele kick to the arm. The arms of Piper are taking a lot of punishment now. And another Venom! Spinning like lariat Venom. Oh. Close there. That was a close count. Piper on the mat. Vibora waiting for Piper to come back to her feet. Vibora celebrating. Piper throws Vibora into the corner. Picking her up, putting her up on the top rope. So what are they going for here? Getting Vibora. Picking her up, could be going for a big top rope back suplex. Back superplex. There. Not enough as Vibora sweeps the legs, takes the legs out from under Piper. Picking up her vertical base, and goes for a big kick to the shoulder. Tosses Piper into the corner, and then, no, a wrestling style takedown from Piper there, impressive. Vibora dodges the kick, goes for the German, no elbows to the face from Piper, gets out of it, and grabs the arm, spins it around, jawbreaker. Piper turning Vibora around here. Laying Vibora on the top rope. Rolls back, here she goes. Rising knee. Oh, the fierceness of the rising knee there. And Piper calling Vibora back up to her feet again. Could be going for another. No. Punches out of it. Vibora manages to punch out of it. I think she might have been trying to go for another sneaky super kick there. Oh, there we go. Lethal poison armbar. Lethal poison armbar. And is the damage that's been done enough? I believe to anyone else it would have been, but Piper still outlasting it. Manages to roll out of it again. Piper, the willpower, the fire on show from Piper in this matchup is unbelievable. I can't believe. 2 lethal poison armbars, not enough to put away Piper, along with all that damage and limb targeting that Vibora has done. It's incredibly impressive that Piper is still in this matchup, but her arms are going to be killing her right now. Goes up, mounted punches in the corner. After 3, crowd chanting along, but Vibora manages to push her off. And a roll up, an actual roll up this time. 1. Ooh, no. Kick to the midsection of Vibora. Oh, wrenching back on the head. A very impressive display of athleticism there from Piper. That stylish offense on show yet again. Goes for a big elbow drop off the ropes. Here we go. Goes for another double knees. And the stomach of Vibora, she's going to be hurting in the morning. Another Meteora drop onto the face of Piper. These women throwing out everything they have. Oh, spinning back fist. The amount of force, the amount of power on that spinning back fist. Like, Piper just had to dodge it and Vibora went down to one knee. Imagine if that hit. Imagine if that back fist connected with Piper. She might be out cold. Piper trying to go for a suplex, but a Pele kick after Vibora reverses the suplex. Belly to belly. And another Venom! Another Venom! Spinning like lariat out of nowhere. Just dodges the punch. And then this could be it. 1, 2, 3. Finally. Finally, Vibora has put away Piper in this matchup. It took 3, I believe, Venoms and 2 lethal poisons. But finally, Vibora has put away Piper. And just like I said earlier on in the night, I don't think either of those women can be ashamed of the performance they put in. I believe Piper made an amazing debut there tonight, even with a loss. And everybody's going to respect what she did there. Just like I think everybody should respect Thorn in her display she put on earlier in the night. I believe we'll be seeing both Piper and Thorn again later on in the history of Double V. But here, right now, is Vibora celebrating in her own unique way as she moves on in this tournament to the second round. We will see who she'll face tomorrow night. And this is our main event again, advertising for later in the night, folks, for the Double V Huntress title. Don't tune out before you miss that. We will crown the champion before the night is done, like I said. But here, right now, is the last matchup in the first round of the WWE World Championship. This is Cheryl White. Cheryl White, just like Vibora, has an MMA background. Professional record of 3 wins, 1 loss. 2 wins by knockout, 1 by submission. She lost by judge's decision. Here's Cheryl White now making her debut in Double V. Decided that she wanted to try her hand at professional wrestling. So I expect she brings a strike-based game with her. This is AK-47 Violent Fox. Alongside her is Outlaw Tia Cassidy. They are Outlaw. 2 of them make up a little group known as Outlaw. Both of the women from Sydney, Australia. Both grew up together. And then trained in Australia before moving on to Japan. Training and dominating over there, promotions like Stardom. And now here they are in America in Double V Wrestling. AK-47, Violet Fox, the one on the left there, will be competing tonight. Tia Cassidy not in the Double V World Tournament. And she has, trust me, she has questioned that. She's asked AK-47 herself about that, but AK-47 doesn't seem to be very interested in trying to respond. Oh, goes for the knee to start it off, but Cheryl White just waiting in wait. Oh, big enziguri. Both these women trading strikes here. Elbow to the midsection of Violet Fox. And repeated kicks to the legs of Violet. Grounds her. And another kick, attempt, but dodged by Violet. Back suplex. Violet goes for the elbow drop. But like I said, Tia Cassidy has been asking why she's not in this tournament herself. This isn't a master and student relationship. This isn't a leader and apprentice. They are partners, at least as far as Tia's concerned. Violet picking Cheryl back up, jawbreaker. Cheryl White got those wrists. Goes for the roundhouse, manages to nail it, but Violet doesn't go down. And then a suplex, German suplex. Cheryl White has those fists taped up so that she can deliver that strong hitting offense. AK-47 picking Cheryl up here, tossing her into the corner. It was for a knee. Oh, knee to the face, and then throws her down. And then AK going up to the top rope. Calling for... Well, the fans hate AK-47 already. Misses the leg drop. Heel kick, spinning heel kick by White. And Fox goes for the DDT. Fox just taunting here, and yeah, the fans, I believe, are very familiar with Violet Fox. I don't think this is the first time they've seen her in action. They already know what kind of game she plays. Big brain buster from White. They already know what type of game Fox plays. Sleeper. And a sleeper suplex there from White, and then goes to the top rope to celebrate. Sleeper suplex there from White. Top rope to celebrate. Tia Cassidy, playing distraction here, allows Fox to throw White into the corner, and throws her down. Face wash, pressing against her. Oh, and then here we go, goes for full order. She calls that full order. these fans, like I was saying earlier, they know what type of game Fox plays. They know what type of game Tia Cassidy plays. They know that they are dirty players. They know that they are desperate. And they know that they are, well, to put it bluntly, scumbags. Oh, and then there we go. Speaking of Tia just casually sliding a chair in. We'll see how that plays into the future of this matchup. And Fox getting White in the corner here. Picking her up. What's she going for here? And just tossing the head of White into that turnbuckle. And picking White up again. And Tia getting up on the apron. Oh, and there we go. Fox picks up the chair. No! Chair shot to the head of White. A chair shot to the head. The fans showing their displeasure. And then there we go. Goes to the 1949. And AK-47 goes for the pin. 2, 3. AK-47 puts Cheryl White away here. After that brutal chair shot followed up by her finishing maneuver, the 1949 backbreaker. The AK-47 has picked herself up a win in this matchup with the assist of her partner, Tia Cassidy. And she will move on in this world title tournament. There she is in the ring, celebrating her victory there. The fans voicing their displeasure on how she went about it, but a win is a win in the end, as AK-47 does move one step closer to that world championship as we move on in our night. And finally, folks, it is that time. Next up is our main event of the evening. For the doublev Huntress Championship, a 6-woman battle royale. One of these women will leave the first ever doublev champion and the first ever doublev Huntress champion. Will it be Royce, Sarah Walker, Sung Ki, El Foragito, Tia Cassidy, or Amber Valentine? Let's find out. And first up, Sung Ki, hailing from South Korea. She is known as the South Korean sensation. We have Sung Ki in doublev wrestling. Trained briefly in South Korea before moving on to where bigger and better things. Bigger wrestling academies. Moved on to Mexico, trained there, America, and now here she is in doublev wrestling, looking to make her name here. Still a relative rookie, only been wrestling for 2 years. But Sung Ki, I believe, has everything you need to become a superstar. Everything you need to succeed as a wrestler. Sung Ki has heart, she has passion, and she is a very, very honorable opponent. She has the sportsmanship to get the fans on her side. And the style to win in a big match like this. I believe this might just be Sung Ki's big break tonight. She might just win the Huntress title tonight, being our first ever doublev champion. Sung Ki is personally my pick to win this tonight. I just feel like she has what she needs to win. But if this woman has anything to say about it, that will not be the case. This is El Foragito from Mexico. She is a luchador. She will do what it takes to walk out of here with that title tonight. I guarantee it. If you thought Tiffany Williams earlier in the night was desperate, then I will just tell you right now, you have seen nothing yet compared to El Foragito. She wears that face paint underneath her mask to further hide herself. to create that intimidating image that you see before you. And El Faradido is a force that should not be underestimated. And next up, the high-flying superstar. This is Sarah Walker. She's been wrestling since she was 16 years old. Sarah Walker has lived and breathed pro wrestling since the day she saw it on television. And ever since then, all she wanted to do is compete in the squared circle. And here she is tonight, living that dream, and trying to attain her goal of becoming a champion for the first ever time in her life. And next up, a woman we've already seen earlier in the night. She was with AK-47 Violet Fox. This is Tia Cassidy, Outlaw. And she's here. Well, to put it bluntly, Tia is here to destroy. She's annoyed that she wasn't in the tournament for the world title, but she's not going to let that stick with her. She's here. She's determined to walk out of here tonight with some gold around her waist. I think the other competitors in this matchup better watch out unless they want to leave here seriously injured. And next up, we have Royce Calhill. Royce is a no-nonsense fighter. She will destroy you if you're in her way. All it takes is one shatter slice to put her opponents away. If you underestimate Royce for even a moment, that can be the difference between you staying up and the 3 count. Next, this is Amber Valentine. Amber Valentine is the gold standard of a wrestler. She considers herself the very definition of what a wrestler should be. Those tattoos that cover her body tell a story. A story of her trials and tribulations that she's gone through throughout her life, and the opponents that she's put away along the way. And that is all of our competitors for this match. Who will win? Who will walk out of here tonight the first ever champion in Double V history? Let's find out. First up, we have the competitors all squaring off against one another. Sun Ki goes for Fisherman Suplex. Tia with a suplex of her own. Just dishing out the punishment. Spinning Hurricane Rana takes Tia down. And Sun Ki with the Feds press onto Amber. And a beautiful moonsault. Oh, dodged though by El Faragito. El Faragito dodged Royce's moonsault there on the back. We got Royce in the back going for a gut buster. And Sunki tossing Amber outside the ropes. Could be going for an early elimination here. She's wrestling with Amber on the outside of the ropes. Royce is on the other side being wrestled with. Royce manages to get back in. And Amber manages to get back in. No eliminations yet. And Royce is picking El Faragito up. No, goes for the powerbomb, but reversed by El Faragito into a DDT. Big spinning forearm. Roaring forearm from Amber. Sarah calling for the crowd here. Trying to get her pumped up. But Tia says no to that. Tosses her down. So much action going on inside this ring right now. It's hard to keep up. Tia goes for a beautiful Northern Light suplex. And Royce drops Sunki. Oh my god, with that brainbuster. Royce is sending Sunki outside the ropes here. And she's trying to push Sunki outside. Wrestling with her, Sunki holding on for dear life. Oh, and a big punch flattens Royce from Sunki. Fireman's carry takedown takes Tia down. The suplex takes Royce down. And El Faragito is calling for Amber to come back to her feet. What's she going for here? A lot of competitors in her way, but she clears them. Amber dodges that crossbody. Tia just nearly eliminated. Sunki nearly eliminated there. And then tosses Royce outside and wrestle with her on the outside again. Sunki and Royce seem to be the two closest to elimination here as they keep trying to throw each other outside. But Sarah's just been tossed out. Royce manages to get her way back in. Sarah is on the outside of the ropes here. She manages her way back in as well. And a stunner! A stunner takes Amber down from El Faragito. Amber on the outside of the ropes here. El Faragito pressing her boot into her. Trying to push her out. But Amber manages to clutch onto that bottom rope. Oh, and Sunki is being pushed, but she manages to keep hold as well. Tia heading to the top rope here. Goes for a big senton bomb off the top rope. And Sunki on the outside again. Sunki's got to be careful here. Tia nearly eliminated. Sunki being pushed by Royce. Clinging on, manages to cling on yet again. And thrown out again. Just a relentless offense from Royce onto Sunki. And Amber picks Sarah up, goes for a backbreaker. Stretching the back. Sunki crosses the legs. Cross-legged suplex. And the backstabber in the back from El Faragito to Tia. Tia goes for a big European uppercut to El Faragito. Picks her up for a power bomb, but El Faragito rolls through. Oh, and Royce on Sunki! Sunki is out! Sunki is the first competitor eliminated from this matchup, clotheslined out of the ring by Royce Cahill. And that is one competitor down. 5 remain. I am very surprised to see Sunki head out that early. That's got to be heartbreaking for her. And her family watching at home. She was, like I said earlier, she was my pick to win. And I'm very surprised by this. I don't know who has the best bet here. Next up. And El Faragito pushing Tia out. Tia could be out. Tia has been pushed out by El Faragito. I think my pick to win here, folks, next is Royce Cahill. She has been dominating so far in this matchup. Dominated Sunki earlier. And now she's moved on to Sarah Walker. Heading up to the top rope. Goes for a big spiral tap. Amber being pushed on these ropes here. So thrown out, no! I thought she was thrown out there. Amber clutches on, but then El Faragito pushing down on her. She could be out. She's out! 3 competitors remain in this matchup now. El Faragito, Sarah Walker, and Royce Cahill. As Sarah Walker with a big tilt-a-whirl arm drag. Grounds El Foragito. Sarah picking El Foragito back up. Foragito sends Walker into the corner. Big boot. Knocks her away and pushes her down from the back. Royce was going for Foragito, but Sarah says, no, walk in the park. A walk in the park to the face of Royce. And Royce reverses the... Oh no, but Sarah manages to get through as El Foragito goes to the back suplex. Royce rolls out of it. The three women just wrestling right now for who's going to dominate, for who's going to get the offense in. Sarah's letting it... Oh no, my... What a... Jesus. What a dastardly move by El Foragito there. Oh my god, I can't condone that. That is awful. He's the dirtiest player El Foragito is. He will do anything it takes, like I said earlier. Oh, big enziguri to the two women there, I think. From Sarah Walker. And Royce gets El Foragito on the outside of the ropes. And Sarah looking to come in and help as well, maybe. The two women pushing on El Foragito here. El Foragito could be out. No, she pushes. No, she fights back and manages to get back in. Oh, and a big rake to the eyes. Rake to the eyes of Royce. Royce can't see that well right now after that big rake. She's thrown out, but manages to just clutch on through sheer instinct. Oh, and another eye gouge. El Foragito gouging the eyes of Sarah Walker. And Royce throwing Walker on the outside of the ropes. Pushing against her. Royce not managed to do the job there. And goes for another walk in the park. What's Walker going for here? A big spinning heel kick. And she's heading up to the top rope. Both women crawling away. I don't think she's going to make this. No, not quite. She was going for one of her signature moves there. The yellow twister breaker, she calls it. But just out of range. Royce picking Sarah up here. Oh, goes for a kick. Didn't manage it. Throwing Sarah outside the ropes again. El Foragito looking to... No. Walker back inside quickly. The three women still wrestling for control again. It's El Foragito. Oh, another eye gouge! Oh my god, another eye gouge from El Foragito. Oh, and Sarah was going for the walk in the park there, but Royce didn't want any of it. And Sarah and El Foragito wrestling for control now. El Foragito with the arm drag. Looks like she's going to take control. Oh, and another... Oh, grabbing at that area. Just a horrid display from El Foragito. It's just... How anybody can cheer for her. Well, I mean, nobody really does. Backstabber! Nobody seems to cheer for her anyway. But how anybody ever could is beyond me. Royce on the outside here, just clutching on. Tilt-a-whirl arm drag, Sarah does. Takes El Foragito down. Ooh, and a nice power slam from Royce. Jawbreaker from Royce onto El Foragito. And a clothesline grounds Royce from El Foragito. Walk in the park onto Foragito. Royce and Sarah fighting now. Royce backing up. Ow, and Royce goes for the yellow twister breaker. Mocking Sarah, perhaps, saying, this is how it's done. Your own finishing move. And Sarah doesn't look like she was pleased with that statement. Oh, she doesn't look pleased at all. Going for a code breaker. A drop kick. And Royce is out. Two women remain in this matchup. El Foragito trying to capitalize on Sarah's distraction there. Hits to the top rope. Moonsault. Goes for the kick, but blocked by Walker. Walker heading to the middle turnbuckle. Looks for the drop kick, doesn't make it. Alvarado picking Walker back up. Throwing her onto the ropes. This could be it. Wrestling with Walker again. No, she manages her way back inside. Picking up, and a big slam to Alvarado. Rolling elbow onto Faragito. Walker heading up to the top rope. Goes for a beautiful spinning senton bomb there, I believe it was. Heading up to the middle turnbuckle again. Could be going for another dropkick. She's calling Faragito back to her feet. A dropkick! Finally, she nails that dropkick onto the face of Faragito. Faragito could be out of this. And goes for it again. Walk in the park! Picks up Faragito. Big right hand. Tries for another one, but blocked by Faragito. Faragito grabs. And going for a big... a hair pull. Pulling the hair of Walker. Lifting her up there. That's another dastardly move on show from Faragito. Doing whatever it takes to walk out of here champion. And that could be the difference maker right now. Let's see if Sarah manages her way back inside. Yes, she manages it. Another punch. Misses the second one. And another hair pull. Lifting Walker up off her feet. Using the height advantage to just lift Walker from that vertical base. Not letting her get her footing. And Alvarado heading to the top rope here. Clapping. What's she doing? She's calling Walker back to her feet. What's she going for here? Goes for a crossbody. Nails it. Clean crossbody. Walker back to her feet again. Spinning heel kick. Kicks. No. A roll out. And a spinning jawbreaker. Goes for a tilt-a-whirl hurricane runner. Walker calling for the crowd here again. Trying to get them on her side. They're already firmly on her side in this matchup. Another spinning heel kick. Calling Alvarado back to her feet again. And the next one, walk in the park! Walk in the park. And Alvarado could be dazed here. This could be it. Walker could be calling for the end. No! Faragito playing possum. Manages to grab Walker. Taking her to the ropes. Wrestling with her again. Pushing her against those ropes. She's nearly pushed over. And nearly... No! Ooh, not quite there. Grabs the leg. Drops the elbow on it. Oh, and another groin grab from Alvarado. I don't want anybody at home taking tips or pointers from her. Let me get that one thing clear. Alvarado calling Walker up, back up to her feet here. What's she going for? Oh, and a nasty punt. Nasty punt to the... Oh, and it drops the legs on the groin of Walker. That punt to the head of Walker could have dazed her. That skull tap. And then followed that up with the dropping the legs on the groin. Alvarado's dominating now here. And now, honestly, it could be a matter of time. Just tosses Walker with the greatest of ease there. Oh, but no! Walker with the jawbreaker! This could be her chance! Throws her outside the ring! This could be Walker's chance! Oh, and she's going for a big tiger feint kick! 619! And she's won it! She's won it! Alvarado was knocked off the apron by that 619. And Sarah Walker has won the Battle Royale. Sarah Walker came into this matchup, I would say, one of the underdogs. But she left being the Double V Huntress Champion. And she's got to be pleased with herself now. She's got to be proud of that performance. What a fight she put up. She did not give up. What a show. What a performance by Sarah Walker. our deserving first champion of W Wrestling. And that's our show for tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed. And don't forget, we're not done. Tomorrow night is day 2 of Victory Genesis. Tune in tomorrow to catch us again.